You know, I love doing upgrades to my motorcycle just like everybody else, but when I did that 1,400-mile round trip, it basically knocked my wants down and my needs up on the bike. So today, that's what I'm going to share with you. 5 things that have truly transformed my bike and the way I ride my bike. So if you like this type of video, consider subscribing and hit your notifications. You can check out the hundreds of videos that I already have right here. And I'm going to go in order of importance. So number 1 is going to be the most life-changing thing I've put on my bike. Number 5 will be the least, but remember, all of these things are truly transformational things that I've put on my Harley. And number 5 is a big one. This is the full Reinhardt exhaust. And I really didn't think that my bike could sound any better. I put the slip-ons from Reinhardt last year, and I was like, oh, 4-inch slip-ons, this thing sounds incredible, which it did. But then I put the full exhaust with the inverted air cleaner, so not only did I get an aesthetic upgrade, but I also got the true potato sound that I wanted out of my Harley. So when you start it up, when you're behind me on the bike, and when you get on it on the bike, it sounds incredible. But the lack of a drone in your ears when you just want to cruise is what is the most impressive thing to me about Reinhardt. And that sound has not been lost with their new Slimline design, and I absolutely love it. This next one, though, was one that I didn't even know I needed until I got it. Cerro reached out to me and they wanted to send me their frame-mounted highway pegs. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll give them a shot. Well, I had my standard highway pegs on there, and after I used and put on the Cerros, I was like, hey, throw your old highway pegs away because these are way better. And what makes them better is the fact that, first of all, they're closer to the floorboard for me, but they're also adjustable. So no matter what your height, what your size is, they have ones that can work for you. So if you want to move them more up or if you want to move them more down, it's a really fantastic setup, and it just makes highway pegs so much better and so much more convenient to actually get to, especially when you have a shorter inseam like I do. Now, I got a lot of comments on that video when I posted on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, you know, hey, you know, now you won't be able to get the ground clearance when you're doing slow speed stuff, and you know you're going to be scraping them all over the place, and they do not sit, you know, that much lower at all whenever they are installed on the bike. So you really don't have that to worry about. But this is one of those things, like I said, I didn't even really think about. I just thought, you know, highway pegs are highway pegs, but they are definitely not. The Cerro frame mounted highway pegs are 100% better than the ones I had before. Okay, this next one is life-changing for me. I can't tell you how much crap I have tried to shove into my saddlebags on my bike. I mean, I have pushed these things to the absolute limit. And when I got the audio upgrade from Volunteer Audio, I lost a little bit of space too. So, you know, I was literally bungee cording things around my sissy bar just so I could get my stuff back home. If I was riding with my buddy Mike, I'd be throwing a bunch of stuff in his tour pack just to try to maximize the room because I was out of room. And so Advanblack hooked me up with one of their color matched King tour packs. And like I said, this is life changing, man. I can throw my bag in there. I can throw my gimbal in there, all my camera equipment. I can fit 2 full-size helmets. I can fit a jacket in there now. I mean, literally, I know my saddlebags are probably like screaming in joy now because they're not bulging at the seams with everything that I have tried to stuff into those saddlebags. So it just makes it easier to work around, right? I can open up the tour pack, boom, I got my bag right there. I can open it right up. I can swap lenses and do everything I need to do. And plus, Mrs. Headshot is a whole lot happier with the tour pack on the back. this has kind of been a dual purpose, incredible upgrade. And honestly, I like the way it looks too. Now, if I'm being honest, the chopped and razor packs look much better, but I need the functionality, and that's what I got out of the King Tour Pack. This next one is one that I learned from a mutual friend when we went up to Tennessee. We were eating at this place, I don't know, right outside of Cherokee somewhere, or right inside Cherokee, I believe. And I was talking about shoulder pain, right? And so stock from the factory, your Challengers, your Road Glides. I thought, man, you know, they're comfortable. The bars come back to you. There's not a whole lot of stretching that you have to do, but over an extended period of time, you do have a slight hunch, right? And your arms are more down here as opposed to here. So I made the upgrade to the KST spearhead bars, and those not only, you know, give me more of a stance like this, but I can move them in the riser like this, or I can move them actually inwards as well. And this just makes cruising down the highway just light years more comfortable, man. You know, it makes maneuvering and getting leverage on the bike more comfortable as well. And so, I probably could have just went with, 14-inch bars that don't move in and been more comfortable, but now I don't have that pressure in between my shoulder blades, and I'm able to keep everything right here. If I'm one-handing it, it's just right there. And like I said, man, people have told me to get handlebars since I got into big touring bikes. Hell, even before that, when I had my Iron 883, I never listened to them. Now I refuse to ever get another bike and not change the handlebars instantly. It's made that big of a difference. But it has not made as big of a difference as my #1 upgrade, adjustable backrest. From Advanblack, this thing has been incredible, dude. I am able to actually have support. And, a lot of Harley touring seats have some support down below, but it's not nearly what it's going to be with an actual backrest. And to be honest with you, I kind of thought they looked goofy. And even on my bike, I think it looks a little goofy, but I'll take goofy. I'm okay with that because, man, that just having that support and the adjustability. It's got the quick adjust lever on the side, so you lean back or you lean forward to put it where you want. You can get the non-adjustable ones too. You just have to move the bracket manually, so you take the seat off and all that. The adjustable one is just way easier. The install was not hard at all. It's got a cable, bracket, boom, you put those things in place. It's really very simple. For such a simple upgrade, this one has truly transformed the way I ride with my bars and that backrest. Those two things are awesome, man. And I am loving life on my Road Glide now, officially. I got a lot more to do here, though, with the Road Glide. And as I continue to put things on, I'll show you the difference between the stock things that I've done and the upgrades and tell you how much of a difference those things have actually made. Now, a lot of the stuff that I'm going to mention either has a discount code or a link associated, so you can go over and take a look. And if it's something that you like and I have a discount code for it, I'll make sure to hook y'all up so you can save yourself some real money on this stuff. So if you like this video, maybe you'll like one of these ones that I've done on one of the products that I have here. Big thanks to you guys. See you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.